Hi, I'm Paloma Faith and you're watching RT10.
Like many of her fashion choices, Paloma Faith is bright and bold in person, with a wicked grin and a cheeky laugh. But she's a smart cookie too, with 2 platinum albums under her belt and a string of hits like Stone Cold Sober, New York and Picking Up the Pieces. The funky fashionista was in town recently for her sold-out Vicar Street gig and told us all about her love affair with Irish audiences.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know they did love me so much. I wouldn't be so bold as to say that, but I do have a brilliant time whenever I'm here because, well, number one, I love performing just generally, but also I feel like they're really up for it, like generous audiences, and certainly know how to have a good time. So it's a match made in heaven.
You are touring the second album. How are you finding audiences' reactions to your music from the second album?
It's amazing. Like, people have really embraced me, I think, this time round as an artist. I was so pleased because I wrote this album, Fall to Grace, as a sort of really honest account of who I am and my feelings and everything. And I was a little bit scared at first because I was like, well, if they don't like this, then it means they don't like me, because I felt so attached to it and sort of like, I never tried to second guess what people would want. I just, with this record, did exactly what I wanted to do.
I have to ask about Niall Horan and that proposal. Apparently, what actually happened?
It wasn't really a proposal. I was just at a party and my assistant knew him, and she said, oh, he said to me, I'm going to marry Paloma. So he didn't even tell me. He just said to her, one day I'm going to marry Paloma. So maybe.
Very sweet. What do you think of One Direction? Would you be a fan of that kind of music at all?
I'm not really into their music. I wouldn't buy it, but I think that what they do is brilliant, and there's definitely an audience for it, and they're all such lovely people. Like, whenever you meet any of them, they're so kind and nice. Like, you can't help loving them, sort of thing. Just really happy for them, for their success. It's just not really my cup of tea to listen to, but maybe that will keep Niall on his toes a bit.
Paloma knows how to rock the red carpet and isn't afraid to take a risk. Although we're not talking Lady Gaga meat dresses, Paloma's much more ladylike. She didn't seem to have much of an entourage running around after her, so we had to find out if she's working her style all by herself.
Sometimes I have a stylist, sometimes when it's really last minute, like today, they're like, have you got anything you can wear? And I was like, okay. So I kind of generally have an idea of what I want to look like in my head, and then I speak to my stylist about it.
You performed on VH1 Divas last year in America. What was that experience like?
It's amazing. I find all the American stuff quite kind of full on, because they do everything bigger and bolder than like Europeans do. So sometimes it can be quite intimidating.
Yeah, but what do you think of that term diva? Like, would you see yourself as one?
Well, diva in the sense of being a spoilt brat, I'm definitely not. But diva in the sense of being an empowered woman and being sort of embracing my femininity as a strength, I would totally like that label.
And while you were over there in America, we saw lots of pictures of you with Reid. Are
Yeah.
you two friends, or how did that come about?
Well, he actually runs my record label out there, so he's like my American dad.
Oh.
He was the person who decided that he wanted to sign me to Epic US. So I do see him when I go over, and he comes to my shows and stuff.
She may have a long tour ahead of her, but Paloma is still finding time to write her third album. Work, work, work. What about some time for romance, Paloma?
I'm a real romantic, so I'm trying to like have love affairs and heartaches and observe the people around me.
Paloma Faith, thank you so much for talking to us today. Thank you.